the 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News.
And welcome to the 409 Sports Blitz. We are live in Jasper Bulldog Stadium. We had ourselves a wild game that really, unfortunately, a lot of the action happened in the second half. We got first half highlights. What a game between Hamshire-Fannett and Jasper.
Unbelievable stuff. Unexpected by a lot of ways. We knew this young Jasper team had some question marks coming in. They come in and get a huge win here.
Don't say unexpected. There's a very large football coach off to the side.
I think it was expected for him.
Okay, so we don't want to say that too loud. But yeah, tonight, a huge showdown in 9-4A Division II, a battle of 1-0 teams in district. That's all that matters, that district record. Jasper taking on Hamshire-Fannett, our 409 Sports Blitz game of the week. And what a game it was out here at Bulldog Stadium. There was tailgating going on for homecoming. Congratulations to the king, Isaac Salazar, and the queen, Deshauna McBride. You got to win homecoming, right? You got to win homecoming. Zaquise Simmons going to find Britton Simmons. It's the SNS connection there. Blocked extra point, though, of 6-0. Now, Jasper took advantage of a short field after a bad snap on a punt. It happens again. This is the second time early on in the game, Hamshire-Fannett having a hard time snapping the ball to the punter. You know what you do? Good teams, they take advantage. And the Jasper Bulldogs do just that. Simmons out to Cameron right. Extra point was blocked again. It's 12-0 Dogs at this point. More from Jasper. Simmons to right, but Mason Hine is going to break this one up there. Some nice defense. Hamshire-Fannett trying to get things done with the defensive side. Then, how about Debo? Zeno gonna find Hine in traffic. Personal foul after this one. Nice catch there. Nice hits. They're gonna get 15 more yards, setting up a short field, and Zeno's gonna take it in from this point. It was 12-7 Jasper at halftime, and as we go to the final, things went bonkers in the second half. Jasper wins it and upsets number 9 state-ranked Hamshire-Fannett 26-21. But I'm here with a guy who's going to say probably not an upset, right? Coach Cremiti here, Jasper Bulldogs, a Jasper alum, and you get a top 10 win on your own field. How's that feel?
It feels great. We preached all week. We had to match their physicality. Their quarterback is electric. That joker is special. They're physical on defense. They did a great job on the back end, mixing up coverages and trying to confuse our quarterback. And our kids just battled. We've preached all year. Just keep battling. Be a warrior. We're a young football team. All 11 guys on defense return in the year, and 8 on offense return back. And we're figuring out how to play football. We're figuring out how to finish games, and it's exciting to get this victory.
Coach, a lot of young players, we've heard a lot about that, but at quarterback, not young. Your senior, Zaquise Simmons, what can you say about him and the way he's been playing?
He's been a warrior for us. He's learning a new system. We're running a spread, and they went into Tony Franklin last year, so I'm asking him to do a lot. I'm asking him to RPO some things, and I'm asking him to win games with his feet, throw the ball deep, complete the intermediate game, and he's been doing well with all of it. Sometimes he makes some mistakes, but he always comes back and makes up for it. He's doing a great job at it.
Your team, you got to at least say this. Y'all played some great competition this year. And you've also played tight games. This team has been battle-tested. You lost a tight game at Newton, a tight game with Franklin. Liberty plays you toe-to-toe for a good portion of the night. Tonight, Hamshire-Fannett, but hey, that's 2 wins in district. Do you think being tested like this is going to help in the long run?
I think it does, because you want your teams to face adversity early. And we've battled. Manny, our second scrimmage was a physical bloodbath. That team is going to win state in Louisiana. Newton's going to win in their division. Franklin's going to win in theirs. They're going to be hard to beat. And our district might be the toughest in the state of Texas. It's going to be an absolute battle the rest of the year, but it's great for our kids. It's helping them grow up. It's making them tougher. It's going to make them better men down the road.
It doesn't make it a little more special knowing you are a Jasper Bulldog yourself?
It is. 20-year class reunion. I had a lot of my classmates here. I'm a class 2003, so this would technically be our 20-year football season. And a lot of them came in. It's homecoming, and it was special to be home to do it.
All right, Coach, congratulations. Go enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming.
All right.
Thank you, Coach.
Jasper
Congrats.
Bulldogs getting a win over number 9 ranked Hamshire-Fannett. And like we said, hey, it was an upset on paper. As a team that, Hamshire-Fannett was rolling.
Yeah.
High-scoring team in our area, the best defense in our area. Jasper found a way to get it done
We
tonight.
were going with the Longhorns at the start of the game, and think it comes back to oftentimes to special teams turnovers.
There's a certain constable that's over there that says, don't pick them because when I pick them, they lose, and when I pick against them, they win.
Look what happened tonight.
We've proved this once again.
It stays true.
But
if you're a Longhorn fan, you do not want Ashley Elam's pick.
I'm sorry. I love all of you teams in the 409. I swear I do. But, we had ourselves another big game going on tonight. We have another score to tell you about. West Orange Stark and Liberty.
Going down to Dan R. Hook Stadium. West Orange Stark trying to bounce back after the loss against Silsbee. They're on a bit of a slide lately. Chance to do it here against Liberty. First play of the game, it's Andrew Wilson for West Orange. It's a safety. He's in the backfield, getting West Orange the ball back, and that is a big play defensively to start things off. See what they can do with ball possession. We're going right into the play. It's DeCarrion Judge. He's got a gang of tacklers trying to bring him down, but it's not going to happen here. He's all the way down to the end zone, in for the score. And the Mustangs are taking the early lead. We stick with West Orange. The two-point conversion. Marcus Turner going to keep it himself across the plane. Tack on 2 more. West Orange again on offense. This time, Raymond Mallett, number 20, right up the gut. He's across for 6 more. They're tacking on the touchdowns now, running up the score. One more play here in the first half. It's Jalen Brown, again, right up the middle, and it was all West Orange in this one. The final score, 53-8, Mustangs roll over the Panthers.
Yeah, that game has gone final. It's 53-8, West Orange Stark knocking off Liberty. Great win by the Mustangs. Another score from that district tonight, Silsbee and Hardin Jefferson, and yes, 56-6, Silsbee. They're actually ranked number 6. I knocked you down a few. They're actually number 6. Tigers win this one over the HJ Hawks. Now, another huge game was going on down in 8-5A Division I. Crosby, the preseason district favorite, taking on Port Arthur Memorial, team that now has to be the favorite. Pick things up here. Port Arthur with the ball. Amante Martin making some moves through this defense of Crosby before he goes down. This was a tight defensive battle throughout most of the night. Now, Davion Wilson to Martin. And we got ourselves a touchdown there.
Tempo.
It's a 10-3 lead for the Titans here in the first half. More from P.A. Martin to Jacorian Baker. And they are in Crosby territory. And that is a nice move for a big first down. Look at that. He just keeps on going. Great pickup there before he's taken down there by a pack of Cougars. Then Martin coming up here, knocking on the door. Were they going to go for a little trickeration, setting this one up? And we got some trouble. We got some scrambling going on here. And this ball is going to be picked off.
Oh, no.
Going the other way. It was a tight game, but as we go to the final, Port Arthur Memorial has knocked off the Crosby Cougars 20-13. If I remember right, Crosby, the preseason district favorite, has dropped to 1-3 in conference play.
Wow, I was going to say that. You'd
play.
think that would be a bit of a tester. Crosby, not the same team they were last year. Still a big win for Port Arthur.
Certainly is. You cannot lose to a team that is struggling. You got to keep them down.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Port Arthur Memorial did. They defended their home field tonight. And Letitia, she was out there golfing with us this morning. It's been a long day, by the way, if you don't know. We've been on the golf course at 7 this morning for charity. We love the kids of Buckner, by the way. Letitia's now in Port Arthur reporting live from Memorial Stadium. Big win for the Titans over the Cougars tonight.
It was a big win tonight, and it was actually a really exciting and close game. Going into halftime, it was tied at 10 apiece. But then after the first half, Port Arthur Memorial just came in and they cleaned up. They put their pedal to the metal, and they never looked back. I got to catch up with head coach Brian Morgan after the game, and here's what he had to say about it. All right, Coach, you guys are now 5-0 on the season. Talk about what this means for your team.
I think you achieved the goal of winning this week. Beat a really good team. Crosby is a really good football team in all 3 phases. They make you play, and it really gave us a really good game. Like I said, we didn't. We made some mistakes in the first half that probably could have made a different game, but it was good. Our kids really kept the composure and kept playing.
Absolutely, and your defense really stood up tonight. You talk about how that's one of the core parts of your group. Talk about how they played tonight as well.
They play relentless day in. It's week in and week out. It's not like it's just this week. And we see it in practice, and I try and tell people. It's tough practicing against those guys every day. But there's some really good players. There's some really good kids. and some really good kids, and they need to just keep playing. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, guys, again, defense being the difference maker tonight. Now, next week, they're off to LaPorte to play another pretty good team, as Coach Morgan said. So good luck to them there. For now, in Port Arthur, Letitia Cahey, back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Letitia. Great work. Go home and get some rest. You know, it's been another wild Friday here. Week 6 of the high school football season. First night, it feels like football, by the way.
I was going to say, and you can feel the intensity pick up, too, as we get into district play tonight. You really felt it. It felt like a playoff game here in Jasper.
And that's what it's going to be like from here on out. We get so amped up for the beginning of football season, and that's fun. Teams are trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
But we are at mid-season now.
Yeah, it's just getting started.
Teams are ramped up, and they're trying to make that push to Jerry World later on in December. Every night is huge. Every night's a rivalry, and that's what makes the 409 so special.
It is something special, man.
Right now, though, it is time for our first time out here on the 409 Sports Blitz. And when we do that, we like to take a look at our 409 Sports Blitz Band of the Week, and they were so pumped up. They said they've been trying to do this. Their band director took home a banner tonight, and he said he's been waiting on that banner for 20 years
Get
as
that
a band
puppy
director.
framed.
That's right.
Frame it up.
You're not going to see it on the video tonight, but trust me, he got that banner tonight. Congratulations to the Jasper Bulldog Marching Band. They are our Band of the Week.
The Band of the Week, brought to you by Donaldson Auto Group, Silsbee.
We are the Jasper Cheerleaders, and you're watching the 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News.
And welcome back to Jasper Bulldog Stadium, where you can hear the parking lot. They're still partying tonight.
I have not seen a tailgate quite like the one tonight in Jasper. They had a bonfire out there, food, everything was going.
Literally, the tailgate was going on when we got here at 4:45.
Still going.
It's still going on right
love
now.
it.
Jasper winning tonight over Hamshire-Fannett. They get a top 10 win, knock off the number 9 ranked Longhorns 26-21. They remain undefeated all times against Hamshire-Fannett.
Man, Jasper is just a resilient team, it feels like. Perseverance. I asked Coach about Zackees Simmons. He had a couple turnovers in a game before that I was at. He bounced right back. This is a hard team. Bulldogs is a very fitting name for Jasper.
Certainly is, and I'm telling you, this district, 940 Division II,
it's a gauntlet.
Might be the most fun district to watch all year long. But another extremely tough district is up in 5A Division II. That's where P&G is. You know, they have to deal with Fort Bend Marshall last week. They haven't been home since that blowout loss against Port Arthur. So they've been on the road forever. P&G back in the reservation tonight to take on the Stingarees of Texas City. And yes, the Big Purple Pride band going in this one, pick things up. Indians pumped up to be back in front of their home crowd. But here comes those Stings. It's going to be Caleb Bell, and Bell is going to ring that bell. Touchdown Stings. Texas City takes a 7-0 lead. This is what they can do. They are known for big plays, and they were pulling off some big plays. But later on, how about that P&G defense? Joey Durant picked off by Cameron Drody. Reservations for 6. Touchdown Indians, and we are all tied up. That Big Purple D showing up tonight. Now, 14-7, Texas City. Cole Crippen to Chance Prospery. Prospery with a nice little move. He's inside the 10-yard line. Indians knocking on the door once again. Later on, though, Crippen going deep to who else? Prospery. This guy is one of the best in Southeast Texas. 21-14 Indians, and they win it. They hand Texas City their first district loss as we go to the final, 35-28. That one looked like it was going to be a good one on paper. It turned out to be a good one.
P&G starting to look good.
They're starting to look a little good.
Little good.
But unfortunately, now their mid-county rival, Nederland, tonight, they were at home against Dayton, and it just did not go their way. The Dogs, they lose 45-0. And you just got to wonder if Nederland is going to be able to scratch out enough district wins to get in the playoffs this year.
In that mid-county madness, you have to think they're going to be up against it as well.
That's right. Dayton is a team that's been struggling for literally years now. They used to be a power. That's a big win for them. That gets them closer to a playoff spot. You know, you got Fort Bend Marshall, P&G, Texas City. Now Dayton looks like a contender. Going to be tough for the Dogs to get in.
Going to be a fun district to watch for sure. Some more highlights to get to tonight. Orangefield and Anahuac. So we let it roll here. We're going to Anahuac.
And this, it's early, but it could decide the district championship.
This is another big one here tonight. Starts with Anahuac on offense. Brady Barrier going downfield. Talon Cunningham bobble. He ends up with the catch. Big time play there. Picking up a huge chunk of yards, and we'll stay with the Panthers on offense. Barrier again. Looking for the same guy. This time they're going for 6. He's got Cunningham in the end zone. He's fired up. Chest bumps all around. Can Orangefield answer? We go to the Bobcats on offense. Dishler, familiar name. Big run here. He's picking up yards. Tough to bring down. They finally push him out. Orangefield still on offense. This time it's number 10, Braden Parker, the quarterback. And he keeping himself right up the middle. Is he in? Looking to the refs. Is he in? Where are the arms?
Arms!
There they are.
And
And he is in for 6. Big time play there for Parker. More offense here. A trick play. Dishler's going to throw it from the halfback position, and he finds Kane Smith for a touchdown.
Did the slot team Mafia just pass the ball?
They are changing their ways a little bit tonight, Ashley.
Wow, the Air Bobcats tonight.
Smith for the touchdown. Orangefield again. This time another trick play, but watch out, Ashley. It doesn't work out as well this time. Dishler trying to throw it downfield. It's intercepted by Javion West. That would be the highlights for the first half, but as we go to the final, you mentioned it, this was a huge matchup for this district. Orangefield takes the win, 22-15. Panthers fall in 3-8-D1.
We do know Orangefield won. I've seen 25-15, 22-15 is what we got. The main thing is Orangefield
won the game.
Won the game. Anahuac was without Landon Corbett tonight.
Yeah.
And we know how valuable he is. First of all, congratulations, Coach Smiley. We're not taking any away from the Bobcats for that victory tonight. But you got to wonder, is Corbett going to be able to come back, and will the Panthers be the same Panthers we've seen for the first few weeks?
He's crucial.
He
does a lot on both sides of the ball.
Speaking of crucial, another crucial district game in 10-3-A-D1 had Kirbyville taking on their rival Buna, and the Cougars with head coach Kevin Terrier, the interim head coach. They got their second win. He's 2-1.
They are looking good.
As Buna's head coach, 42-16 over those Wildcats. And they're going to be feeling good tonight. They got the bragging rights. They're right down the road from each other. We actually got to pass through both cities tonight.
Yeah, we got to be careful.
Got to be careful. Going to get a little wild out there between those rivals tonight. Congratulations to Buna in that big win. Now, another big 3A game was going over in Woodville, taking on the Shepherd Pirates. Now, Shepherd has been a team that has struggled over the years, but everybody's going to give Woodville their best shot. You saw that tonight. H.D. Green going to keep it himself, and that man is gone. Like I said, everybody's going to be going after Woodville. They dropped the game to Diboll last week. They would have had a 2-point conversion. Pirates were actually leading this one 8-0. Now, Raylan Williams is going to find Tamarius Walker. He is going to go all the way untouched. Their 2-point conversion was no good. It's an 8-6 lead for Shepherd at this point. More from Woodville. Raylan Williams to Christian Bean. Touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good that time. 14-6 Woodville on top. Shepherd back with the ball. Preston Stevens going to fumble. And there goes Savon Bolden. Scoop and score. That would be big. All the momentum shifting to Woodville, and they roll in this one. They take it to Shepherd. Your final tonight, 42-14 Eagles in the win column.
They continue to look strong.
Definitely looking strong at this point. Speaking of strong.
Man, I mean, you go out here. I went out to Newton tonight to watch this game, and these Eagles are something to watch. Number 3 in the state. First play of the game. It's Jalen Couch. He's getting outside on the sweep. Nice pickup there. Tough to bring down, and then you give it to this guy who has just been so solid. Leighton Foster. Nice little spin move up the gap, and he is off to the races. Ashley, you're not stopping him. That's 6 early for the Eagles. Bad punt here for Anderson Shiro. You're not going to want to do that because that gives the Eagles more good field position. And the guy we just saw, number 6, Leighton Foster, good luck stopping him. Dives in for another touchdown. He's got 2 early there in the first quarter. Now the quarterback, Malik Woods, is going to make something happen. He's right up the middle for a nice gain. Now Woods in the second quarter is going to be passing. Who else would it be than Leighton Foster on the screen route? He has got room to run, 50-plus yard
The
pitch and
Foster
catch.
family is good at everything. Can I just say that the Fosters are just good at everything?
If you're looking at these highlights, that confirms it right there. And then a couple more plays here. We go to Jaden Hunter in the goal line, punches it through, and then Ashley, watch this 2-point conversion coming up. This was fun to watch.
You
I had a
told me
great
to.
angle on this. Malik Woods, did he get in? Didn't really look like it, but the ref is going to give it to him.
I thought he was short.
They're going to give it to him.
Newton's our team. It counts.
It
it's
counts.
in. We like it tonight.
And so that made it 69-0 the final in this one. Eagles roll all over Anderson Shiro. They continue to look unreal.
Newton is a team that could be playing in Jerry World. They definitely have what it takes to win it all this year. Now let's take a look at some other scores from around the 409. Some are coming in a little bit late. Hemp Hill, they remain undefeated. They beat Coont 61-6. Guess what? Newton travels to Hemp Hill next week.
Ooh.
That could be an interesting one.
One to watch.
And Warren, New Waverly was a team in the top 10 earlier this year. Warriors still struggling to fall there, 34-13.
Couple other scores to look at. We go to 21-6A, Atascocita, 50-7 over Westbrook. Beaumont United and Kingwood haven't had a score there yet.
Well, they play tomorrow. That's
why. That makes sense. But tough loss there for Westbrook, but Atascocita number 7 right now.
That's right. That's the thing is Westbrook, every single team in that district is the district of doom. And speaking of doom, unfortunately, Legacy Christian met their doom tonight. They fall at home to Covenant Christian, a team that's been destroying people, 58-8. Tough loss for Legacy tonight.
All right, a couple other to look at. Non-district play, LCM, 50-34, a little close there with Legacy Sports Science, but they do get the win.
That's a Legacy Sports Science team. Remember that beat Orangefield earlier this year.
Okay, don't sleep.
And he said, hey, they're a lot better. Coach Smiley goes, I was surprised about how fast they were.
Good game there, and then you had Whole Day Seta, 38-28.
Speaking of sleep, I picked against Whole Day Seta.
Ashley was sleeping on Whole Day Seta.
Okay, put it this way, Bobcat fans. Every time I pick you to win, you lose. If I pick against you, congratulations.
That's the way it goes.
Also, hey, congratulations to those Chester Yellow Jackets. I believe it was homecoming.
Hey, I love a homecoming win.
And they take it to Apple Springs, 60-14. And don't feel bad. I haven't found the score anywhere in the state. Burkeville and Milford. I've been digging around as well. We hope to have the score by tomorrow.
It's confidential.
It was top secret tonight, apparently. You know what was not top secret, though? Jasper. They proved that they are a district contender because you got to remember, this team was ranked to start the year.
Yeah.
And then they kind of fell off because they were playing great competition. They're like, well, Jasper's too young. They come out here, they've got a top 10 win now.
And to hold this Longhorn offense to 22 points that's a serious accomplishment. I mean, we've seen the Longhorns putting up 40 points a game, it feels like, every night. And so to hold them to 22 points, huge stuff from the Bulldogs.
And 12 of the points coming up from Jasper tonight immediately came after bad snaps in the special teams on punts. That's not taking anything away from Jasper. They took advantage. You're going to give a team something.
Yeah.
Good teams are going to take advantage, and they did exactly that
Special
tonight.
teams is just as important.
But you know, Coach Wagner and Hamshire-Fannett, they're going to be looking at that game film
Yeah, they're going to be
and
working
wondering
on it.
what would have
could been.
changed, you
Right.
know, if they didn't have those bad snaps. And
Yep.
that's what's so fun about every single week, you know, and I believe Hamshire-Fannett, they got West Orange Stark coming up. So you can't feel sorry for yourself.
No,
right
you got to
now.
just scratch it off and move on.
Speaking of moving on, we're moving on. It's time for another timeout. We're going to recap the game of the week and hear from Sapphire Cervantes from the reservation next on the 409 Sports Blitz.
We are the Newman Eagle cheerleaders, and you're watching the 409 Sports Blitz on Channel 2.
And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. If you're just walking in, we had a great game of the week. Let's get right to the highlights and recap it. Hamshire-Fannett, Jasper, our 409 Sports Blitz game of the week. And it was homecoming out here at Bulldog Stadium. We want to say congratulations to the King, Isaac Salazar, and the Queen,
I like the hat.
Deshauna McBride. Picked things up here early on, first quarter. After a bad snap on a punt, short field for Jasper. Yeah, they're going to take advantage. Zaquise Simmons is going to find Brenton Simmons. Blocked extra point. It was a 6-0 lead. So, hey, guess what? Another punting opportunity, another bad snap.
Ooh.
Short field. Literally one play later, this happens. Simmons to Cameron Wright. Extra point was blocked yet again, and Jasper is leading 12-0. And honestly, their offense hadn't done too much at that point, but they took advantage of the field given. Now Simmons going to find Cameron Wright. Actually, he's going to look for Wright, and it's broken up. Mason Hine there. Nice defense there. Now Debo, Zeno. He's going to find Hine, who also, by the way, plays wide receiver, and he is crushed. Holds on to it. He's fired up. There's a personal foul called on it. They're going to get 15 more yards, and they're going to take advantage of a short field. There goes Zeno into the house. 12-7, Jasper at halftime, and it got crazy after that. but Jasper holds on. They win it 26-21. They are now 2-0 in district play. Longhorns dropped to 1-1.
Sure, Longhorns had some bad snaps, whatever, but Jasper capitalized on it. You got to give him credit there. Big-time plays. Zakee Simmons, I really like the way this kid plays. The senior quarterback for them, he's got a lot of grit.
You know, another big game that was going on tonight was down at P&G. The Indians coming off a loss on the road at Fort Bend Marshall, where the turf was literally like 150 degrees. They played at noon last Saturday.
That's right.
They fall to Fort Bend Marshall. You can either feel sorry for yourself and drop 2 in a row, or you take care of business. The Indians, they defend their home field tonight. They win it 35-28 over Texas City. Now, Sapphire Cervantes, she was out at the reservation tonight, and she's still out there. And she's going to
lights
wrap
are
it
off.
up. That's right. With Coach Joseph out there right now. Sapphire, great win for the Indians tonight.
Yeah, you're right, you guys. We're still out here at the reservation. They turned the lights off, but, you know, there's no celebrating that stopping because they did it. Like you said, they got the job done in a bit cooler weather this time at home. But, I mean, we saw exactly somewhat of what we saw last week. The defense made plays when they needed to make plays. I mean, your first score was off of pick 6.
Yeah.
And so is that something we're going to continue to see from your defense?
I hope our defense keeps scoring touchdowns. That makes it a lot easier on everybody. Man, we had some kids really step up and make plays today. We had to start some new guys because of some injuries that we had last week, and they stepped up and got the job done, and it was awesome.
And I know the run game was something, Nguyen, that's his name. Nguyen. We're correcting it here. Hey, I mean, he controlled the ground this game. When you needed to run the ball, that's what he did, and he got the first down. So how are you going to really utilize him moving forward?
Isaiah's a really tough kid. He ran hard, and he's very, very competitive, and he's a good running back. We're going to have to lean on him with our other running back out right now. So Isaiah really stepped up and did a good job for us today.
Do you expect Crippen to kind of toss the ball more as the games go on and kind of feel more comfortable with himself?
I think we have to complement each other in the run game and the pass game, and we were pretty balanced today. We started off slow, had some issues with pass protection, had to clean some stuff up and get him in a little bit of a rhythm. And once we did that, we were able to throw the ball and as well as running the football. And so we got some stuff going in the second half. We were much more efficient and were able to score some touchdowns.
Well, you got it done. You got that first district win in. That's all you need. And so, you know, we'll just keep it moving, hopefully, seeing as next week you'll also be back here.
Yes, ma'am.
So you'll get the reservation rocking again.
Hopefully.
Well, enjoy the rest of your weekend and this cooler weather compared to last week, because I know, you know, we don't have as much sweat wiping off this time. But that's all for today. I'm here at the reservation in Port Neches. I'm Sapphire Cervantes for 409 Sports.
Yeah, thanks, Sapphire.
Thank you, Sapphire. Yeah, she was playing golf with us this morning, too, so she needs to go home and get sleep. Everybody that you see tonight working on the Blitz, we've been up for, it feels like 24 hours.
Yeah, a little restless here tonight, but we're fighting through it, Ashley, because we love football. And you know what else we love?
Oh,
we love go for it.
We love hits.
Big hits. We're going to the hit of the week.
The Hit of the Week, brought to you by Campbell Portable Buildings.
And this one comes from that game between Orangefield and Anahuac. It's number 3, Kane Smith, stepping up, making a big-time hit. Going a little low for it there. Good form. You got to chop him at the legs before he can get going. Nice hit there for the Bobcats. Number 3, Kane Smith for Orangefield.
Welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. You know, it's time to check out what you eaten. This morning, we were eating everything on the golf course.
Yeah.
Chevron Phillips golf tournament for Buckner. Just about every hole had great food. We got to say it. My favorite, probably, I liked the surf and turf.
The surf and turf. Yeah, that was good. I like the jambalaya.
The fried rib.
Man, this is making me hungry again.
The gumbo. The donut burger.
Pulled pork, the donut burger. Yeah.
And somehow we're still going. But yeah, it was a great day out there at Bayou Den, but it was also a great night at the reservation. Sapphire Cervantes with this week's What You Eatin'.
Well, guys, if you can't guess now by the band behind me or even the colors, I'm at P&G against Texas City. P&G is back at home. And of course, we always have to ask the question, what you eating? And today, answering that question, I got Jacob, Jadea, Vicky, and Ivan. They all work the concession stands here at P&G, and you're all students, right? Yeah, all students, and they're working here. They're putting in that hard work. So you guys, tell me what it's like on game day here, working behind the scenes, that concession stand.
It's very exciting. We all get to have fun and watch everyone come together and support our school.
It's very fun, but at sometimes it does get like a little bit overwhelming, but the rush is like kind of, I kind of like the rush,
Come down, support us. We out here working hard, making sure y'all have everything y'all need, staying hydrated. Come out here to support the concession stand employees, come support our football team, come support our Indian Nets, come support our band. That's all I got to say.
I know you can answer this one, Jacob. Tell me, what is the best thing you'll serve on the menu?
Best thing we got, hands down, the Chick-fil-A sandwich. Nuggets close second with the nachos. We got it all. You want it? We got it. That's all I'm saying.
All right, you guys, before we kind of head out, because it's counting down to game time, it's almost game time, it's getting here, and y'all are about to get pretty busy. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
Go P&G!
Well, thank you guys. You guys can go get back to work. They're going to be really hard at work. But that's all we have here in Port Neches. I'm Sapphire Cervantes on What You Eatin'.
Thank you, Sapphire. It's time for another timeout. And when we do so, we've already seen the hit of the week, so you know what it's time for.
The play of the week.
That's right. The 409 Sports Blitz Play of the Week.
The Play of the Week, brought to you by 5 Point Credit Union.
And the play of the week comes from down the road in Woodville. You know the offensive guys always getting these highlights, right? Not this week. Loose ball. Savon Bolden, scoop, score, to the house, touchdown, Woodville. They pick up a big district win over Shepherd tonight. That is our play of the week. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. You know, we're wrapping up week 6 of play, so we want to start taking a peek at week 7, and that just sounds insane. It's already week 7 of the season.
It's flying by.
So let's take a look at some of next week's games. We've got some good ones, and of course, these are all district games, so they come down to who's deciding to win it all in this district. And LaPorte was a team expected to be terrible. No, they're really good. And LaPorte's going to be hosting Port Arthur Memorial. That could be a really interesting game right there.
LCM and Vider. Vider struggled a little bit this year, but that could be a good matchup as well.
That's right. They came off a win up there in the Dallas region, winning over against Trinity up there. Also, like we mentioned earlier, Hamshire-Fannett, you can't feel bad for yourself because guess what? You get to go to Dan Hook Stadium next week.
And although West Orange has had some struggles this year too, they're a good-looking team. Newton, Hemp Hill, we mentioned that earlier. That's going to be a good matchup.
Every week on my professional Facebook page, there are some Hemp Hill fans that keep mentioning they've been giving up the fewest points. They're undefeated. Why aren't they state ranked? Well, first of all, Hemp Hill, you're not in my viewing area. I appreciate you following, but I know they're trying to, chirp at the Newton fans.
Yeah.
So Newton, Hemp Hill next week. We're going to find out what those Hornets are made of because we know what the Eagles have here in the 409.
It's a chance to put all that talk into the test. We'll see how Hemp Hill stands up against those Eagles. That's a tall order.
It definitely is. But, we are going into week 7. We're going to be announcing our game of the week. You saw some good, quality games right there that we could be looking at for next week. And I'm not going to lie. I'm tired. I think we should head on home, about an hour away.
Long
it's
ride
time
back.
to go to sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Pack it up.
Until next week, thanks for joining us on the 409 Sports Blitz. It was a blast as always. See, I'm falling asleep
Yeah,
right then.
you're running out of energy.
We're going to say good night with the 409 Sports Blitz Band of the Week, the Jasper Bulldog Marching Band.
The Band of the Week, brought to you by Donaldson Auto Group, Silsbee.